I'm going to tell you some secrets about how to do hard-boiled eggs, like the very best way. We have chickens in our backyard, so we have plenty of eggs, so had lots of experiments trying to figure this out. So the first thing you do is you make sure that you start off with very cold water and you put your eggs inside. Now, one of the tips is that you really don't need to crowd up your eggs too much. They actually need a little space on all sides, not only for they don't crack, but so that the heat is distributed evenly around. Now, here's the big secret. Take a good heaping tablespoon full of baking soda and drop it in your water. Then turn on your eye, and when it starts boiling, which should take 3 or 4 minutes, after it's at a rolling boil, just turn off your eye, put on the lid, and let it sit for exactly 12 minutes. But you may want to experiment. You may like your eggs a little softer or a little harder, but between 10 and 14 minutes. If you don't have gas, you'll actually need to move it off the eye since your coil will maintain heat. Now, these I've done, they've been sitting here exactly 13 minutes. So one of the things you can do is after you're finished, take them out of the hot water and put them into cold ice water. All right, now let's come over here. And here's why the baking soda is such a good trick to know, is that it actually changes the pH of the water and makes that skin that adheres to the egg and makes hard-boiled eggs difficult to crack. It doesn't allow it to stick as much. So watch what happens. And one of the things is usually you start your crack at the bottom and just crack it really well all around. And then when you first start peeling at the bottom. That's my grandbaby. And you peel all it off.
Our co-camera woman's upset.
And look at that. Did you see how easy? Now, one other method is the Russian method. Crack it on the South Pole. Crack it on the North Pole. On the North Pole, just put a very small crack. And on the South Pole, a little bit larger, like maybe the size of a nickel. Like that. Now watch this. You're going to be amazed. All right, here we go. Put your mouth over the small end. Is that amazing or what? Now, one other thing is, look how pretty inside. You know how sometimes if you boil eggs, you get the dark rim around? By doing this method where it boils and then you put the top on, it makes it fine. So that's for your tips, and little baby Lily needs her grandma.